Welcome to Droplet. In this video, I'll walk you through the basics of creating a simple form in our builder. Let's jump right in by creating a new form by clicking Create New Form. And we'll start with a blank form. And then we'll give our form a name. I'm just going to make a very simple RSVP form, so I'll call it RSVP form. Every Droplet form starts with these two required fields. These are required so we know exactly what submissions are coming from who. And although you can't delete them, you can rename them. So I might call this your name and this your email. Next, maybe it makes sense to add a title to our form. So I'll click the formatted text component and just drag it right onto the canvas. I could set it to be a column width of 12. For a title, 12 makes sense. I'm also going to make this a header, and I'll center it and call it RSVP form. Okay, so now beyond who are you, I want to ask 3 questions in this form. I want to ask, are you coming? And I can drag that on. I'll make this a width of 4 and say, are you coming to the event? Yes or no, and I can delete this third option. I can also make this horizontal to save some space. The next thing I want to know is how many people are coming, so I'll drag on an input, single line input. I'll also make that a width of 4. How many people will attend? And instead of this being text, I'll make this number since that's what I expect. And then finally, maybe I want to know what time they're arriving for the event. So a date time component will do the trick. I'll complete my row of 12 with a third width of 4. And I'll ask, what time will you arrive? I'll change this from date to time. And I can even change the intervals. Maybe I want to do every 5 minutes. Excellent. Now, before I publish, if they say no to this, then they're not going to really have good answers to these 2 questions. So I'm just going to untoggle required so that they don't have to answer those. It's also possible to make them only appear if they say yes, which I can show you in another video. But for this, as a simple start, I think this is pretty good. So we'll hit publish. And now we can head back to our forms page. And from here in this menu, we can view a preview of the form. This is what your submitters will see. And clicking submit will show you what is required that hasn't been answered or if there are any errors. But when I'm ready to publish this and share the link, I can just go to copy link. And now that's copied to my clipboard. And I can just paste it in an email or a browser, and it'll bring folks right to the published form. So let's do a quick test. I am coming to the event, 2 people are coming, and we'll be there at 10:30. Submit. Once you have submissions collected, they'll appear in this all submissions area. This one jumped right to the completed status because we didn't have a workflow. But if there was a submission in progress, this would say in progress here. I could click to open this and see exactly what was submitted. So that's it. That's a quick, very basic introduction to Droplet. There is so much more that you can do with Droplet, but to get you started with your first form, this is a great introduction. Thank you.